Hi everyone, this is a series of questions we had asked some career professionals about their ambitions while they were still in high school and what ultimate career they have currently and what happened along the way that made them figure out what career was fit for them. So hope you learned something from it, take it home, and realize that it's up to you to figure out what career you want. So good luck.
I was unsure.
Medical, nursing, possibly physical therapy.
Special education teacher.
To own my own business.
To be a pharmacist.
Police officer.
New Jersey State Trooper.
Teacher.
To be a doctor.
Start a career in investment banking.
So I wasn't sure exactly what, but I knew I wanted to do something in business.
I didn't have any aspirations when I graduated from high school. Unfortunately, I didn't know what I wanted to do.
I wanted to be a Top Gun, so I wanted to be a naval pilot.
When I graduated high school, I thought I wanted to go to medical school and be a doctor. So I got into college, and all my electives, I used them for pre-med.
In high school, I actually thought I was going to be an architect. So I'm doing something a little different from that, but I'm still building, right? And I'm still designing environments for people.
Very bluntly, my parents don't think so paid for my diapers, and my whole life I grew up knowing more than anything I wanted to become a doctor because they dropped out of medical school to have me, and so I didn't really have that exposure and to medicine, and I guess that made me really lost when I got into college because that was when I realized I wasn't sure if this is what I actually wanted for myself, and so yeah.
When I graduated high school, I wanted to own my own restaurant.
Sure, so it's funny. So I played sports in high school. So naturally, like a lot of athletes, I thought I'd go into professional sports. I want to be a football player, like my idol Deion Sanders. But that didn't come to fruition. I still play it, but didn't reach that high level. But that's what I wanted to be after high school.
A chiropractor, and I own my own wellness center.
I'm a medical massage therapist at a wellness center.
I'm the director of First Impressions with Keller Williams Realty.
I'm a team leader coach for real estate.
Pharmacist.
I'm a union electrician.
FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration.
Social media, photography, and writing.
To stay within the medical field, and I'm on track to get involved with healthcare.
My internship just ended, and I'm looking to transition into investment banking or asset management.
Currently, I am a financial analyst at L'Oreal.
Currently, I'm an entrepreneur, and I help other people launch businesses as well.
So I'm an entrepreneur/HR consultant. So I work with companies, helping them develop growth plans, and work with individuals, helping them to develop their plans as well.
I run my own business. It's a digital marketing and strategy company. Essentially, we help our clients' websites and online presence grow.
So today I help entrepreneurs who care about building social impact ventures by building out programs for them, training, supporting organizers that put on those events, and then evaluating programs and products at an incubator called Seed Spot.
So I was able to stumble across social entrepreneurship and stuff in the social impact field. So right now, my company, Fulfill, we're a nonprofit social enterprise that serves to inspire young people to pursue impactful careers by exposing them to social entrepreneurship through education programs for high school and college students.
Now I have a consulting business that I've been running for the past 5 years.
Sure, so right now I work for a company called WeWork. We're a co-working space, an international one. And right now I sort of lead our social impact. And what that is, I lead all of our relationships with nonprofits in the city of Philadelphia. So anything that WeWork can do to benefit nonprofits in the city of Philadelphia, I sort of facilitate and manage.
It was the information that I started seeing. It was the experience that I saw in other people's workplace.
I had met someone who worked on me a little bit. The difference he made in me was kind of the difference I wanted to make in other people.
I know I always wanted to help people, whether it's kids from 2 years old up to, I have clients that are in their 80s here. I always know I loved helping people though.
The growth, every day you're learning something new.
I had some experience in high school working in pharmacy. Since then I've always kind of been passionate about medicine and helping people, and I knew that pharmacy would be the right path for me.
When I first started out, I went to Atlantic Cape Community College, and I quickly learned it's not what I wanted to do. So I ended up going to Penco Tech for electrician courses, and I really found what I was supposed to do. I was really interested in it.
Security, safety, it's a high-risk job.
I realized that I could make a bigger impact with different skills that I started developing in college.
Just a genuine passion for helping people.
So I want to stay on track to pursue this career because of my passion for investing and valuing companies.
I also got involved in internships, and I saw how much impact I could make just as an intern. It kind of sparked the curiosity in me. What could I do with a full-time role in it? So then that kind of confirmed and solidified the decision to pursue a degree in finance.
The thing that I love the most about starting businesses was how unique and how strategic it was, and the ability to do pretty much anything you wanted and be your own boss.
I just saw a need to help people become their best selves, and I felt like organizations and companies didn't care enough to help people do that, so that's why I created my business.
It was really about continuously improving the way that I earn money. When I first got out of college, I was earning dollars per hour. I was in salary. And then I started running my own business. And I just realized I wanted to figure out how I could make as much money in as little as time as possible so I could have freedom to spend time with my wife, my kids, and enjoy life.
It's become an opportunity. It wasn't one thing or the other. It was more about learning yourself. As I went through college, as I learned more about my skill set and my love of design, I realized that education was a big part of what moved me. And I thought this was a great way to extend my passion for education, my interest in business, and some of the design skills I had into designing programs.
I guess for me, I started in the medical interest and kind of just slowly transitioned over to social impact. And I think for me, it was realizing the bigger purpose of what it really was that drove my decisions and all my motivations to do what it was that made me do things. And so, like with that, I just really, I really found that in the end, it wasn't about saving lives. It wasn't really about that. It was more about wanting to help people, but more importantly, build them and empower them with opportunities and giving them that opportunity.
Because I worked in a restaurant when I was in college, and I realized that while it was so much fun, I was absolutely not cut out for that world.
Sure, so social impact is just, it's one of those industries that you work 9 to 5, but you feel like you're really impacting and changing the world. It's one of those industries that I see and touch a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of companies, a lot of nonprofits who are doing great things or impacting nonprofits in the city. So we are directly contacting them. We're saying, hey, how can we help you benefit this city? How can we change the city of Philadelphia? How can we educate the people who are needing jobs, who are helpless, who just need a sort of a lifting hand? That's what we're all about. And so anything that we can do to sort of benefit them, that's what we're all about.
And I would have saved 10 years of my life just, not knowing or trying to find myself. I would have been a chiropractor 10 years earlier than I was. I would have probably, had somewhere in the neighborhood of $1.5 to $2 million more in my life financially, not to mention the peace of mind and the aimless wandering around, not knowing what to do.
Wasted a lot of time, a lot of money. Had I been introduced to this field, I probably would have just mainstreamed right into it.
I think I'd be much more further ahead in my career.
Actually getting into the field, I wouldn't have wasted a year of going to college for something that I realized I didn't want to do, and I would be a year further ahead in my career now.
Save money, probably been, not a year behind. I'd be on schedule for retirement. I'd be on schedule for starting a family, and I'd just been on a more clear path to life.
Had I had the chance to pick up a camera sooner, I definitely would have found my passion quicker.
If I had become an entrepreneur or thought about becoming an entrepreneur before I'd graduated, it would have made my education a lot more solid. Knowing what I wanted to do and the ability to think about it would have been really powerful.
It would have gave me a different look at life. I was lucky my dad was an entrepreneur, but he also drove me to go to school too. So seeing kind of what the grind was like outside of my family would have been good for me.
I think it would be one belief that it's possible for someone like me, regardless of what I was born with or the situation I was born into, but just really having a belief that the opportunity for the American dream was possible if I wanted to put in the hard work and do it. And I would say now, 20 years later, after graduating, it's a reality.
Yeah, it just gives you confidence in yourself, makes you more comfortable talking to adults, and makes you more comfortable asking questions and making ask of people, right? And it's really important that as you continue to grow and develop, that you get comfortable putting yourself out there and saying, this is what I want, right? This is what I'm trying to do, and will you help me? That goes a long way to your success in the future.
I think I would have, like, if I had exposure to something that I found my passion and purpose in, I think I'd be like so much further along with where I am at the moment. And I can only imagine, like, if there were a program for this, to give someone exposure. Like, I can only see like young people getting even more advanced and even more successful than just paving a new redefined path for themselves and like the future.
If I had had the chance to do some career shadowing before I left high school, for me, I always wanted to be out there actually doing the work, not just doing the learning in class. I wanted to really be out there. So A, I would have just loved that experience, and B, it would have helped me realize where my skills lay and really understand more about how the owners of those businesses got where they are, which I think would have helped me really understand that I had more time than I thought. I didn't just have to say, declare my major and, graduate and then get an office job and like live that life. That there's so many more different ways you can do it. So I would have gone crazy if I could have done some career shadowing back in my day.
Yeah, so I would have said, hey Steve, get into a business 101 career. Learn about how businesses work, learn about financing, learn about marketing, learn about startup expenses, just learn about operating, learn about how businesses tick, and that'll benefit you long term. What I didn't know in public high school, I went to public high school, what I didn't know is what makes a business tick. I saw these brand businesses and I saw them, wow, like the Apples of the world, the Microsoft of the world, they're doing great things, but I don't know how they work. I don't know about their marketing budgets. I don't know about their partnerships. I don't know about sort of the operating costs. I don't know how they tick. If I were to start in a company and learn about these things, I think that would have benefited me long term.